Okay, good morning. We're going to start our 11 o'clock. Is anyone here that have not been sworn in? Cindy, you want to go ahead and do that?
This gentleman here, and I believe there's another individual.
But he's not here yet? Or what?
Did you?
The only one, is La Camera's an attorney, so she will not be.
No, Miss Cameron, she doesn't need to be sworn in
Correct.
because she's an attorney.
Correct.
I have
Right,
been sworn.
okay. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. Sit down, please. So, good morning. My name is Enrique Zamora. I'm the Chief Special Magistrate for the City of Miami Beach. We're starting our 11 o'clock calendar. Cindy, you want to call the first case?
Sure. Miss De La Camera, what case do you have? I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yoey Lopez, City Attorney's Office. Judge, you should have in front of you an agreed order.
Is that Fun Miami?
That's correct.
I have it here.
Thank you for calling me out of turn. As brief background, this is one of the businesses that the city revoked their BTR and CU.
I recall.
These are actually the underlying violations that remained, so we went ahead and we settled it with the business owner. So in front of you,
I'm sorry, was the business owner represented by counsel?
he was not, Your Honor.
Okay.
However, in front of you, you had code violation case number CC 2020-9812, CC 2020-9864, CC 2020-9922, CC 2021-9994, CC 2021-10004, and CC 2021-10097, and the accompanying special master case numbers.
Cindy, do we need to read the special master cases as well or not?
Yes, yes, just to be on the
For clarity
safe
for the
side.
record, we'll go ahead and read them in. Your Honor, SMA 2020-2368, SMA 2020-2369, SMA 2021-2393, SMA 2021-2388, SMA 2021-2397, and SMA 2021-2417.
Thank you.
This is an agreement between Guillermo Gutierrez on behalf of Fund Miami and counsel. The parties acknowledge that there were violations issued to the petitioner under Section 70-70.1 of the City Code, responsibilities of persons and business entities providing rentals or leases of mopeds, motorcycles, and motorized bicycles, as identified as the code violations I previously stated. Those appeals are hereby denied, the violations are hereby affirmed, and the petitioner shall be assessed a fine, an administrative fine in the amount of $250, which shall be due within 60 days of the entry of this order.
It's exactly what I have here in the order, so I remember the case. I heard the case when this came up, so today's the 12th, right?
Today's the 12th.
12th of August. Well, it has the wrong title for me. I don't know, Mr. Rothstein would.
Yeah, we'll work on, actually, if Mr. Lopez can just come back with the revision, and we'll have the correct title changed.
Go ahead and do that, Your Honor.
All right, so should I go ahead and sign it now?
No, we'll
bring
get you another one.
copy.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, we're in the midst of switching titles, and this has created some problems. So,
Understood.
And also in the caption, it should be changed. I don't know if it says it up there.
yeah,
should
it
be
says special master.
Yeah. We'll have to work on that forms in our office as well, as the
Okay,
clerk's
all right,
office.
so I'll wait for, everything else stays the same, and I'll sign the orders as soon as you bring them in,
Understood.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
okay? So now we move to the beginning 11 o'clock. Cindy, you want to call the first case?
I have another gentleman just walked in who hasn't been sworn in.
All right, do you want to go ahead
Sir,
and?
just stand up and raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Thank you. You may sit down, sir. Thank you. Well, let's call Ms. De La Camera's case first. I don't know which one it is.
Rosa, what case number are you, please?
Good morning. I'm actually here on two cases. The first, it's the same property, two different cases. SMB 2020-00842.
Number 27.
That's number 27 and number 29.
The other one
70
ends in 00872.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got them both here. Yes,
Okay,
all right. It's first time up for these cases?
yes. Well, I think so, yes. It's the first time I'm here, and I'm quite sure it is the first time.
Okay, let me hear from the city first. Yeah, the case was reset for proper services.
Yes, Your Honor, this is a 40-year certification case. It was last reviewed on 8/6/21. It was denied. I believe they were pending the engineer's report.
They're both for the 40-year?
No, this is for the 0754,
Okay,
or I'm sorry, in the special master case 0842.
4-2, okay, that's the one I'm looking at. All right, well, let's talk about this one. Is there a camera, what can you tell me about it?
Yeah, good morning for the record. Rosa de la Camara on behalf of the property owner, the Parkview Point Condominium Association. And first of all, as a point of personal, note, I want to say that I'm very happy to see you all doing well. I haven't been here in many months. I think you just came back at the beginning of the month, and hopefully you'll close down again because this is no fun.
Thank you.
But in any event, you're correct. The pending matter is the 50-year recertification. It's kind of a non-issue because what happened is that they had complied, they had the engineer's report, they submitted it, and somehow, I'm told by my client, it was misplaced, and the city said, quote unquote, it was too difficult to go through the archives, whatever that means. So anyways, the building was re-inspected probably 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago by the engineer. Are you Inspector Bartel? Okay. They spoke to him and agreed that that's what they would do, and as soon as the engineer's report is ready, recertifying a current condition of the building, they will resubmit. So it's, all intents and purposes, almost wrapped up. I think they just need maybe another week or so to get it done. So I don't know if, for efficiency's sake, we should try to get like another, 30 days or so, or
But I'll go for compliance, not for.
for compliance, yeah.
Is 30 days enough, you think?
Well, I think so. The engineer's report is the only thing that's pending.
All right.
But
So,
maybe what we can do, Your Honor, is to then hear the second case and then tie them in together so we come on the same day.
all right, let me hear about the second case, and we'll come back and rule on this one
Perfect.
as soon as we finish.
The second one is the one that ends in 00872.
Case 72, I have it here in front of me.
Number
All right,
29.
so let me hear from the city on this case.
Yes, Your Honor, this is for the pool deck area. It needed an engineer's report to evaluate the conditions of the deck and the seawall structure. It needed to obtain the correct permits. We have a permit for the seawall repairs that was is in abandoned status right now. But there was no action and it was abandoned. There is a permit for deck pavers, but it does not cover the violation. Basically, the permit is for replacing the pavers where the pool bonding was installed. But it does not follow the engineer's recommendations for repairs, for structural repairs.
Okay,
Okay, again, Rosa de la Camara for the record. The association did as they were instructed, and they obtained an engineer, they retained an engineer. They now have a 26-page geotechnical engineer's report dated July 9th, 2021, where the engineer analyzed the subsurface conditions of the seawall. The engineer and the association submitted a request to DERM for permits. Divers just finished performing an underwater biological assessment, and just this morning from DERM, the report came back saying that the assessment indicated that there was exotic invasive vegetation, and these had to be removed, and there were bullet points of conditions that the association had to meet before DERM issued the permit. So right now, they have their engineer. They're ready to obtain bids. And by the way, this is not just for the seawall, but also for the pool deck, which they're intrinsically tied together. I guess the next step really is just a matter of getting a little bit of time so that they can do the conditions that Durham set forth this morning before they would issue their permit to do the repairs.
Now, is this case tied to the other case, or is it totally independent? Is my
Oh,
question.
they're independent, Your Honor.
Totally
Okay,
independent,
so
yeah.
because if you're dealing with Durham, I'd rather bring you back for a progress report than say that, I mean, establish a compliance date right now. I think that would be too ambitious, okay?
Okay,
So I'm going to go back and on the case ending in 842, and I'm going to give you 45 days, or give your client 45 days to come into compliance, will be September 28th. After that, I will impose a daily fine of $100. And as to our case ending in 872, Cindy, I need to bring this back for a progress report. When can I do that?
Well, you want a short,
maybe knowing Durham and the delays and the bullet points that they have to observe, maybe 90 days, does that sound reasonable?
November?
Yeah, we have, I'm here again November 18th, okay? So let's reset this for a progress report on November 18th,
Perfect.
okay?
I appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Nice to see you.
All right? Let me give you back this, and let's hold this next.
Do you want to go in the order, or do you
No,
want to?
I wanted to take care of these two gentlemen first.
Okay. Sir, can you come to the podium, please? Can you provide me with your case number, please?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. The violation, the special master case number?
Yes, please.
Yes, sure. SMB 2021-00964.
30.
Okay, 964. Your Honor, that's
30.
number 30?
30.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
Page
Would have been-
14.
It would have been the last case, so I'm glad that we called it ahead of time.
Thank you.
Sir, what is your name, please, for the record?
Sure, yes, my name is Jeffrey Wade Mayer. I'm the owner of the property in question.
Okay.
And I'm
this
glad-
Is this the first time up for this case?
Yes, it is.
Well, it was reset for proper service.
Okay.
Correct.
Let
from
me
there.
hear from the city so I understand what the violation is, and I'll get back with you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, this is for the rear deck of the property. It needed repairs, it was in unsafe conditions. There is a permit in apply status with a recent past review on 7/13/21.
Okay. All right. So you're already working on it? Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, I purchased the property with the violation intact, and I acquired going to have to remove the dock, the platform, it's a dock. So I already passed through Durham, and that was a year process, and that was in June of this year. I got the approval of the permit from Durham, and now, as the gentleman said, it's in applications, permit application with the city. And the intention is to move as quickly as possible to remove the dock and install the new dock.
Let me get back to the city and ask the question, how long would be reasonable to give this gentleman to come into compliance?
There were a couple of past reviews already. I would say another 30 days will be fine.
30? I'll give you 60.
Yes, please, because I still need to pass the comments, and then need and then I need the contractor, the pile contractor, to come and remove the piles. There's like 16, 18 piles on that
Okay.
dock.
You
And
feel-
scheduling the barges, you can imagine, in this market, it's very difficult. I can't get a
Do you
contractor.
feel
to reach out.
comfortable with 60 days?
If it could be 90, that would be ideal.
Give you 90 days.
Thank you so much.
November 12th, okay?
Yes.
After that, I will impose a daily fine of $100. So just make sure you get it done before November 12th, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, but there might be some things so if there's an issue in getting
Then you come back before November 12th, you call this lady here, and you ask her to set
Got
it
it.
down and I'll give you additional time.
Thank you so much.
Okay?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, you would email the clerk, Cindy Neves, and
Okay.
you would request more time, but that needs to be sent to Ms. Neves before the compliance date of November 12th.
Got it.
So if you're like at the end of October and you see that you're running into some time crunches, I would encourage you to file it, like the first week of November.
Yes, right, and that is to
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Cynthia Neves, Neves, at miamibeachfl.gov.
NEDES? Thank you so much.
CYNTHIA.
Yes.
But,
Okay.
yes, if you need more time, you need to let us know beforehand, because if not, come November 12th, the fine will begin to run.
Yeah, so that's clear, and I'll definitely let the
Okay.
court know if I need more
Thank
time.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Sir, could you come? Oops, sorry. What's your case number, please?
Good morning. Case number is SMB 2019-00606.
525 Meridian Avenue,
Yes, 525 Meridian Avenue. My name is Arnaldo Santiago.
number 25. So you're Arnold Santiago?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you are the owner, right?
Yes, I'm the owner.
Okay. This also looks like this is the first time up for this case. You've been here before?
I've been through the phone.
Okay, all right.
And,
So let me hear from the city, and then
Sure.
we'll get back with you. City
Yes,
may
sir.
proceed.
This was a violation for installation of windows and doors without a permit. There is a permit for the windows that was finalized, and there is a permit for the doors that is in issue status and has no inspections yet.
So the doors are taken care of.
The windows are taken care of, the doors
The doors are
are in
not.
issue status, but we haven't done any inspections, so none inspection has been called yet.
How long do you think it'd be reasonable for coming to compliance?
On 60 days.
Okay,
Okay, it was only a violation for the doors. The windows, I changed them with another company because the person who was going to change the windows, but I have the
wait, the
original.
windows are fine now, right?
Yeah, the windows are in final status.
Done. I mean, the windows are not a problem. You did what you had to do,
Yeah,
okay? Now you have the doors to take care of.
yeah. And he,
And what the city's suggesting is that I give you, you said 60 days to
okay.
finish everything. Is that something you can live with?
Yeah, but the thing is like, the person who's doing the doors, he said that he already had the permit, but when the company from the windows came and did their work, they closed both permits without finishing the inspection. So that's why he say he's been taking so long. So now I have the permit, they're supposed to go next week to finish the inspection.
Okay,
Doing inspection, yeah.
okay, so, but that's why I'm giving you 60 days
Okay,
to finish, so that should be plenty of time. And that will be October 13th.
all right.
And if you're not done by October 13th, I will impose a daily fine of $100 per day, okay?
Okay,
So you need to make sure that, do your best to get it done before October 13th, okay?
okay, all right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Sir, could you come to the podium?
No,
not you.
no, okay. Was he
You
sworn?
haven't been sworn in, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
sir. Your name, please?
Harry Kletzenbauer, Kletzenbauer.
Will you give us your case number, please?
SMB 2020-00A34.
Okay, that's 926 Michigan Avenue.
Correct.
On page 12, number 26. And could you give me your name again? I'm sorry.
Okay. It's H-E-R-I, and the last name is K-L-E, T as in Thomas, C as in zebra, E-N-B-A-U-E-R.
E-N-B-A-U-E-R.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're what to the property?
I'm the property manager.
You're representing Plaza Condominium Association,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
All right,
Yes, sir.
very well. Let's see, is this first time up for this case?
This was reset from March
For service.
25th.
Let me hear from the city first, and then I'll give you an opportunity to respond. City may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. This was for the demolition of a concrete slab and installing windows and doors without a permit. There are no permits to date.
So they
They're not in
have not
compliance.
done anything as far as you can tell.
Correct.
All right? Let me hear from you, sir.
The windows and doors are the unit owner's responsibility, and we have pushed all of them to do this on their own. But we're now in a position, as we're going through this, that we are going to have to do a special assessment to address this issue as the condominium, as the city has made us the violator rather than the people who really did the violation, who are the individual owners. So it's probably going to take us.
Well, let me say something.
Yes.
I hear what you're saying. And the city doesn't want to get in between the association and the owners. That's a fight that you have to fight.
They do
allow
they do
the
that all
owner-
the time, by the way.
Yeah, but if you allow the owners to do something that they shouldn't have done, I think that's something that the association has to take up with the owners,
Okay, well,
you know?
we're forced to do so now. That is correct. We have pushed every one of them to, please take care of it. We send them contractors that could do this for them, and they haven't really.
You haven't sent them the association's attorney, right? That might have pushed them a little bit.
We have done that last week, but, and we are having a special assessment meeting where we are gonna special assess these units, and we have to do the work
Okay,
versus the people who have to. As far as the cutting of the concrete slab, we had lots of flooding in the alley there, and we cut a 3 foot from the concrete, and we added some plants, so we have some drainage, which is now draining perfectly fine. And whoever approved the concrete in the first place is a whole nother story also.
okay.
But we do, if we can ask you for 90 days to address this, we may have to come back because the special assessment and all of that does take some time.
Well, how long do you think it's going to take to get the special assessment collected?
It will take us 2 months at least for that, and then we have to do a contract with a window company, and they're 4 to 6 weeks out for getting windows actually made. So
I think I'm going to bring you back for a progress report in about 90 days, or that it's
sounds
Yeah,
good.
November, sure.
November, okay?
Okay.
And please, try to get moving, we need to get this done, so,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Will that be November 18th?
November 18th is correct.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
We go back to the beginning of 11 o'clock.
Okay?
Go back to the beginning of 11 o'clock.
That will be my number,
Beginning of 11 o'clock.
that will be my number 21, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right?
Yes. Okay. I guess they're not here, right?
No, they're not.
shows.
Cindy, if you can call the case, I'll explain the case and the history
Okay.
of it.
Page 10, number 21, SMB 19, 398, 944 Meridian Avenue. Was scheduled for a progress report. The case is opened. The order
There
was
is-
vacated as of August 21st, 2020.
There is service, so,
Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. At 940 4 Meridian Avenue, Unit 7 and 8, there was an illegal alteration done between these two units. What had happened was, one was a one-bedroom unit that was Unit 7. Unit 8 was a one-bedroom at one time. The owner of Unit 7 owned both of those units and illegally took a portion of Unit 8 and created a new master bedroom and a new bathroom. So there was substantial work done inside both Units 7 and 8, which caused these violations to occur. The owner of Unit 8, which is now a studio unit, obviously post-foreclosure thought he was bidding on a one-bedroom unit. Turns out he had a studio unit, and there were serious concerns by the building official as to how the new bathroom, which was formerly part of a kitchen, where it was draining through, if it was draining improperly through Unit 7, and also the electrical issues. So there was some severe questions as to how the illegal work was performed. The owner of Unit 8, Mr. Daniel, sued the owner of Unit 7 as part of their settlement. He was conveying back Unit 8, which has the current violation that we're here for today, back to the owner of Unit 7. So Unit 8 is no longer owned by Mr. Daniel. I've provided Cindy with the settlement, and Mr. E-I-N-I will be the current owner. And that's why Mr. Daniel's counsel is not here today. So what we're going to have to do is reset that now because of the change in ownership as a result of this civil litigation, and the violation will now travel with Mr. E-I-N-I.
So he would have to be notified?
Correct.
Or you don't have to issue a new violation?
No, we're not going to issue a new violation because I'm not sure what his intention is, if he's going to legalize the studio, or if now he's going to take the studio back into one unit and do a unity of title. So we have to sit down with him, and we obviously have to figure out what the next steps are.
Should
for
we schedule for November then, November
Sure.
18th? Yeah, and let's make sure that we do give you notice of this hearing, Cindy, that it will be in November.
Okay, I'm gonna, Steve, you said you sent that to me?
Yeah, if I didn't,
Oh, wait a
I
minute,
will.
is it on the top? Yeah,
It is here,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, also, just to confirm that there are no fines running because there was an order that prior vacated the fines while Mr. Daniel owned the property because of a service issue, I believe.
I wiped that all out.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah, remember I sent you an email? Okay,
all right, perfect. Thank you, Cindy.
okay.
We move on to number 22.
Hold on. Page 10, number 22, SMB 19440 for 4265 Meridian Avenue. This is also an open case. The order was vacated on 10/8/2020, but they did make a request for an extension of time to comply.
Is this the first time up? It looked to me like it's first time up.
No,
No.
But I forgot to-
I have an order here back in, dated April 8th, that says this case was scheduled for 10 a.m., and the alleged violator was not present by 10:57. As a matter of fact, the violator never showed up. And I have full compliance to correct this violation by June 9th. So what continuance is it that I'm granting? I
Hold on.
don't really
There
understand.
was Your Honor, there was a request filed by the property owner for an extension of time to comply, but it appears that they got into compliance while the request was pending. It's my understanding, and my notes reflect that there were no fines in the file because it was vacated by a prior order.
right, of 10/8/2020.
So I guess the question for Chief Alvarez is, are they in compliance?
Yes, this is for a wood dock and boat lift without a permit. There is a permit issued now for a seawall and boat lift that does cover the violation. No inspections have been done, but it is an issue status.
Reading here in the file, it appears that the owner, Mr. Hirschhorn, was killed in an accident back in March 28th. So I'm not really sure where we are, but I mean, at least we should have had someone here requesting the extension. I don't really understand why there's no one here.
And I don't have compliance, if I know that was a question that you had asked.
Any suggestions from the city how you want to handle this?
I would defer ruling on the request for extension and have it reset in November, and hopefully they'll call in their final inspection between now and then.
Okay, I'm going to grant the extension of time for November 18th to be, that will be a progress report. And I want the order to reflect that no further extensions will be granted.
Your Honor, where am I sending this, seeing that this gentleman has passed?
Well, the wife seems to be in charge, and this is, I believe,
So send it to Karen?
yes. Because according to the email that you have from an attorney here who says that she is the probate attorney, the wife is the one that is
Okay.
now handling the matter. So do send it to her, please.
Okay, and I'm not charging a court cost fee on this one.
Yeah, very good.
Your Honor, the only thing might have been that the property owner's wife may have thought it was virtual today, so that could be an answer.
It could be
It could be an
but
issue.
that's, you know, I just want to make sure that this is the last time that we extend this case. We need to get it done.
Okay, thank you.
I don't fully understand why there's a need for a probate when it's owned by husband and wife. Because if the husband passed away, she now is the owner in fee simple.
Yes.
No need for probate.
If they won't no-show,
I'm gonna go there.
kids don't want to see, does not.
All right, Cindy, we have one more case here.
Okay, which is on page 13, number 28.
Okay, the case, I rescheduled it from April for a progress report. And actually rescheduled it because nobody showed up for the April hearing. But I don't know that there is service. I don't see it.
Was there, well, it was sent. I can see that it was sent.
Wait a minute, maybe.
That's for the old one.
Yeah, that's the old one.
Okay, but it was sent, was it posted? You guys? SMB 2020-845, 6060 Indian Creek Drive.
Unit 607. It's for Unit 607.
Oh.
I'm sorry, 807.
Okay. You threw me off. I was looking at the address. Duh.
This is violation.
So the,
That's another 30-day, but I don't see a special master.
okay.
So what exactly happened here? What is the violation?
This is for the unit 807. Need to obtain approved permits to complete the work. Need to obtain final inspections. I'm trying to look at the pictures here because it's not very clear on that. description.
Well, this has been going on for quite a while. It looks like it's been going on for about 3 years, from what I have here. And that's definitely not really acceptable. Okay.
All right, so as per the attached pictures,
And you don't see that anything is being done?
there is a permit that was pulled, and it was expired on 2020. No inspections were
So
ever
the
called on the
permit is expired.
Yes, and no inspections were ever called on the permit.
Any suggestions?
I believe they need to reinstate this permit. If they need to get a contractor, I'll give them 60 days.
All right, 90 days to come into compliance, that'll be November 12th. After that, a daily fine of $250 a day. Let's see if I get somebody's attention. This has been going on for 3 years. I don't really understand it. Okay?
Did we have good service?
Yes.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Your Honor, if we can, before we adjourn for the morning, and I do have Mr. Lopez's revisions to the order to present to Your Honor. I know that I had a case scheduled with Ms. Darby at 11 a.m., case number SMB 2019-00596. It's number 24 on the docket. I believe that Cindy pulled the case from the file. Ms. Darby resides out of state in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She's currently undergoing medical treatment. She, for the progress report, I've spoken to her about what needs to be done. We've provided her with the body cam footage of the unit so she could see former Chief Avalos and Inspector Martinez went through the unit. She's working on getting her plans signed by the engineer. I confirmed with the Deputy Building Director that the signed plans by the engineer can be submitted. So she's working on it. Unfortunately, she can't, she was unable to travel down
How did
here.
I rule in that case?
Pardon?
How did I rule? Did we call it? You said it was number 24?
Oh, it was number 24. Cindy, I believe, took it off the
did.
calendar.
Oh, you took it off?
I took it off,
Yeah.
but it's still on the
It's
agenda,
still
but
on
I
the
made
agenda,
notes.
so I just wanted to make
I
sure
made
that
notes.
All right,
everyone
so
understood that
why-
it was
why
going
are
to
you
be continued
suggesting that
to
we
on
reschedule for
November
November?
18th.
Reschedule for November or what?
Yes, it was
Yes.
rescheduled for November 18th, I believe, was the date that we confirmed with Ms. Darby. She was also made aware of the Reprieve program and encouraged to get her permits in because this was a interior, total remodeling of the
Without permit.
interior under a prior owner. So she needs to expedite it, but I told her that she, obviously, due to her health conditions and upcoming surgery and the rise in COVID, that I would advise the court
Fine.
as to the progress she was making and request the continuance.
Continuance granted. We'll hear it again on November 18th.
And then Cindy, there's just one more case. I don't know what happened to 23.
23, Cindy?
Okay, and I need a question on number 17.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 23 is they had full compliance
Okay, great.
prior to the hearing, so I took them off calendar.
Okay.
And I missed what the special master's order was on, that's why we all need to take notes. On page number 8, number 17, they were a no-show, and it was reset for proper service, but I don't have a date.
November 18th, 2021.
Thank you.
And then, Your Honor, I have the order to purge.
Okay, please, let me have it. Officially, it's the first order I'm signing with a new title.
That's correct.
Is that the corrected order from Miami Fun?
Yes, Cindy.
Fun Miami
Yes,
or whatever?
yes.
I didn't hear. I'm getting deaf and blind. This is not good.
Oh, and for the record, the case that was in compliance was SMB 2019-00466, 6753 Indian Creek Drive, Richard and Margarita Scold.
Okay.
Yes.
You want both orders back, or I give one to Cindy?
You keep one and
I can get one. Okay.
scan and send. It's yours. Thank you.
Anything else?
I'm good to
Okay,
go.
so
That's it for the morning.
we're done the morning calendar. We'll return at 1:30 PM.
Okay, sounds
Thank
like
you.
a plan to
Thank
me.
you all.
Thank you.